This is a InfoBlips LLC podcast network production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly wrap up with John and Yancy. My name is John Haynes, and I'm here with my co-host and friend Yancy Seals.
What's up, John? How you guys? How you doing? What's up, everybody? You know, you're only 2 days for Christmas, John. You ready?
2 days, man. Yeah, yeah, okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready. I've been ready, but I don't think everybody else is ready. But I'm ready. What about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna start my shopping probably tomorrow.
Yeah, go ahead. Start shopping probably tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow, checking out the list and see what's available out there and see what's going on.
See what's happening, right? See what they got. I hear you, man. A
lady's chic from CVS.
From CVS. You know what? Yeah, we should go to CVS. What is it? One of those Walgreens, and go in there and say, "Here you go." Whatever I can get, that's what we got. Nah.
Do all our shopping of course, it was Thrifties at that time. And
exactly.
High karate for your father or something like that. It cost you $1.97.
Yep. Remember High Karate? Oh my God. Yeah, I remember High Karate. I remember using that for my and then, like you said, getting it for your dad and getting fingernail clippers for your mom and all that stuff. Yeah. I tell you what happened
in the world, man. What's going on?
Oh man. The world's
let's narrow this Supreme Court thing down. Let's talk about the one in Colorado first.
Okay.
Over there.
Okay, so Colorado basically removed Trump. They voted to remove Trump from the ballot for the 2024 presidential election. However, go ahead.
As well, they should.
And they should. And they should because of the 14th Amendment. They also stayed it. So that basically means that he is still on the ballot until the Supreme Court makes a decision. Now, you did say about the 14th Amendment, the third section of the 14th Amendment, which prohibits people who participate in certain activities from ever having office or holding office in the United States ever again. The 14th Amendment was created after doing Reconstruction after the Civil War. So that way Confederates wouldn't take control of the government.
The nice thing about that particular 14th Amendment and that particular section you're talking about, it is real clear and concise. It says whomever. So I don't think there's an area where that's not how I interpret it. I interpret it another way. No, there's there's only one interpretation on this one. I'm sorry. One and only.
Totally agree with you, man. It's plain, it's simple, it's clear. Just like it's plain and simple and clear that unless you were naturally born in America, you can't run for president. If you are a foreign-born person, you can't run for president. I mean, it's naturally clear. You have to be age of 35, or you cannot run for president. These things are clear. And the fact that they're saying if you participate in insurrection, you cannot hold office in the United States again. It doesn't say if you're convicted of it. It doesn't say, it says if you participate in.
And he participated, so as a lot of the people who are in jail today, they participate in an insurrection. The nasty news about what Trump did is that he held his hand up and said he will defend the Constitution. That's my issue right there.
Now you are so right. Yeah, see, he held his hand up and took an oath of office saying that he would uphold the Constitution of the United States of America. He failed to do that. And then at that point, like you said, when you read it, it's plain and simple. The Supreme Court has to make a ruling on it. And until they do, he's going to be on the ballot. But they're going to have to make it one way or another. Even if they decide not to hear the case, it'll go back to the appellate courts. And what's happening now will hold. What's happening in the Supreme Court of Colorado will hold. So at least at that point, if they kick it down the road or punt on it, as I use the term, he would still not be on the ballot. in Colorado, which he shouldn't be.
Right. Now, if they choose, now here's the catch-22 for the Supreme Court. There's one big head joker sitting right in the middle. His name about the name of Clarence Thomas. He's sitting right in the middle. He was there when in a Bush Gore thing. Okay,
Yeah.
he voted to say, okay, the president belongs to Bush. Now, if he turns around and see, the same thing happens. If we don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. Here we are.
Yep.
Here we are again. The Supreme Court getting to decide who's going to be on that gun ballot. That's not right.
No, I agree with you. That's not right.
State court has every right to say, not the Supreme Court. You can't decide that.
Clarence Thomas should actually recuse himself from any type of litigation or any type of decision making that has to do with this, with the January 6th insurrection, because his wife participated in said insurrection. So basically, if he goes by the rules, he should recuse himself and just say, hey, I can't rule on this because I have personal involvement. His wife is his personal involvement. But again, Clarence Thomas is not an honorable man, and we all know that.
Not at all.
I mean, yeah.
I call him a slippery, nasty joker. I never liked him. Never liked him. Never liked him.
No.
And it's not because he's Republican. Don't go there. It's not because he's Republican. Because when he was voted in Republican, I was a Republican also.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. It's not because of that. And to be honest with you, I totally agree with Anita Hill. I think he did what she said. But again, I wish that Congress would do their job and get rid of this guy, get him off of the Supreme Court. Yeah, it's unprecedented, but we're living in unprecedented times. We are totally living in unprecedented time. We have the former president of the United States of America that's on trial. He is on trial in I don't know how many cases, and a couple of them are federal criminal trials, and he's still running for office. Jack Smith asked the Supreme Court to make a ruling. He said, hey, you know what? Here's the deal. Let us know if Trump should be held accountable for crimes he commits while he's president of the United States. Okay. So the Supreme Court could say yes, or the Supreme Court should say no. But what the Supreme Court of the United States of America did was decide not to hear the case. So now it's going to go to appellate cases or courts, and they're going to argue it out. And then after they argue it out, it's still going to go to the Supreme Court. That is a huge win for Donald Trump. It's right. Well, it's even if they don't, it's a delay. They want
either way. Yeah. The party's gonna have the opportunity to go to the Supreme Court, and that's what was going to happen. Jack Smith tried to shortcut the situation, say let's cut all this bullshit out. Let's get it on. Right on. Let's start from the top and get it done. You know what? I don't see why they punted. I really don't get it. You go ahead anyway. Why not go ahead and take care of it now? Because what John just said it, and what we're living in is unprecedented times. This is some crazy different stuff we're living in right now.
You know what, Yancy, I agree with you. The thing is, why did they not just make a ruling on it, or at least hear the case? They're going to hear the case anyway. This is what's really frustrating me about our legal system and about our judicial system. And this is what's bothering me. I'm like, what are we doing? What's going on here? Again, and Yancy has said it time after time after time after time. We need to know the rules we're playing by, because right now, the people that we think is not playing by the rules happen to be winning in court. So I don't, I just hope that we're paying attention, that people are paying attention, because it could wind up being a very different world that we live in 2024.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt.
I think that this is huge. It's bigger than people even pay attention to. It's huge. These are huge decisions that has to be made, whether or not America is going to have a king or whether or not America is going to have a president. And basically, if a person that's in office cannot be held accountable for crimes that they commit in office, we have a king. We don't have a president, because no one's supposed to be above the law.
Right. That means he can walk down the street with a gun, shoot somebody, or just slap the shit out of somebody if he wants to, and nothing will happen to him. Not a damn thing.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And he said it. And he said it. See, and one of the things that bothers me is that, and I call it fascism, because I don't what they're doing is not Republican. It's not conservative. They've left those roles a long time ago. This has nothing to do with conservatism. This has nothing to do with it has everything to do with autocracy or one person rule like a king. It has everything to do with that. And whether it's Donald Trump or someone else, it will have a king. We won't have a president if they can't be held accountable, or a queen. Yeah. And I don't understand why. And I really believe that Americans right now, some Americans right now, are ready for that. I mean, look at all the interest they had when the Queen died, and everyone's paying very close attention to what's happening over in Europe. I really believe that the United States was formed to get away from that. But I think that they're at this area now where some people are saying, hey, they need more power to make more decisions, definitive decisions, when that's not the way it's supposed to be. We have a representative government. It's supposed to be where we discuss things, not one person says this is what is going to happen, this is what's going to happen.
They, I first of all, I'm gonna say this. I don't believe that not one America wants a king. American, you think you may want a king, but people start telling you what to damn do. Whether you blue, red, or green makes no difference.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You say, oh, whoa, I don't want to do that. Oh, yes, you do. I'm now the king, right? I'm now the king. Oh, that ain't gonna fly. Not with I don't care where you are politically.
And that's when the people that are supporting Donald Trump, when they decide to wake up, that's when there's going to be an insurrection, because people are going to go like, wait a minute, that is not what we thought you were going to be doing. When Donald Trump said, yes, I'll be a dictator on day one,
just for one day,
just one day. Believe him. I mean, believe him. If you have all the power in the world for one day, would you give it back?
Hell no.
I wouldn't. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, oh, wait, hold up. And so do you think that a person that, if you look at Donald Trump and do you believe that a person of his, what he does, of his nature, would give back power? No. I mean, he wouldn't give back the presidency. I mean, he lost, and he knew he lost. Okay. And he still continued to fight for the office of the presidency. Whether or not he takes it by force, or whether or not he takes it by public opinion or whatever, this guy is dangerous. He's more dangerous than anybody ever thought. He's very dangerous.
Yeah.
And we're going right along with it. I mean, look at what's happening in the world. We're going right along with it, man. And I'm like, I can't understand Americans right now. Like 20% of Black people support Donald Trump. 40%, according to the national poll, 40% of Hispanic people support Donald Trump. And I'm like going, how can that be?
I have the answer if you want to know, John.
Yes, I do. Please.
America, please listen. I'm going to give you the answer to John's wonderful question. Because Democrats, Biden, and whomever are not meeting the people where they are. Being between 18 and 35, where are they? They're on the damn internet. They're on Facebook. They're on these places. Do Democrats go on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram? No, they don't. But Republicans do. That's where they meet them. They say TikTok tell them this about Democrats. They read that, come on, daddy. This is what they said on TikTok. Is that true? Yes, little Jimmy, that's what they're doing. This is where we're failing it. We're not meeting the people where we're supposed to meet them. We go to on the channel ABC and start talking about the inflation. We're doing this. This is dropping. Bullshit. Get off there and get on TikTok. Get on social media and do what you got to do. There you go. Sorry for the.
I agree with you. No, don't be sorry for that. I agree with you 100%. And that's you are. The Democrats are, because the Democrats are cerebral. They believe yeah, well, everybody understands this. No, everybody doesn't understand this. Oh, that's TikTok. That's nothing. That's not important. Yes, it is important. I mean, social media is probably the most important media right now that we have in America because it drives opinions. And if you don't give it, that's the reason why we do what we do, verifiable factual information. If you do not drive opinions and you do not put out information, right, you're not going to be heard. And right now, like you said, say TikTok to the Democrats and they go like, oh, that's kid stuff. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not kid stuff. Or people will say, oh, that's run by the Chinese government and they're just eavesdropping in on our people and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. Do they have different algorithms than in China than they do here with TikTok? Absolutely, they do. Absolutely. However, that is their prerogative. That is their country.
That's
That is
right.
their prerogative.
Not our business.
Exactly. It's not our business. Why are we worried about what they're showing on their TV? We should be worried about what's shown on our TV. And the bottom line is they show more destruction and more destructive behavior on our side of the ocean. And we are going, and some of our children are going for it. Not all of them, because we paint with a broad brush. There's a lot of people that are between that age group that are very tuned in. They know what's happening, and they're the ones that's actually making the moves, which I'm happy about. I'm very happy about it. I've said before, people that are our age should be more of we should be in a role of advisor, and that kind of thing. Not running, not out there running stuff. We
100%.
should be in roles of advisors and
Those,
allow them to run what's going to happen in their world.
those roles are switched. At some point, we were the boots on the ground, if you will, and
Yeah.
now we're taking the advisory role because obviously, hey, I'm old. I can't be doing that shit.
I mean, and we should, and you know what? I know, me either. And we should respect, their what they believe. This is going to be the road that they're going to live. We're not going to be here 30, 40, 50 years from now. Okay. A lot of these kids will be, and so I call them kids. A lot of these people will be. And so we have to respect the world that they're creating and not allow people that are our age to create a world that they want, which is autocracy. And I use the word autocracy. People are like, what is that? It basically means that one person rules. They set the rules, and they're there. And I use the word king. That's basically what they are. Donald Trump has set up an infrastructure that will make him king. If we allow that to happen.
Yeah, he's going to do it. He gets in that office. I'm behind it over this one more time. He's going to do it. I'm telling you, he's going to do it. He said he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
He will, and it's going to be, and this will be, it's going to be sad for America. Like I said, I told my wife, I said, I'm going to tell people, I wanted to tell people that, you know what, hug your family a little tighter this year. Enjoy the season this year. Enjoy it. Enjoy each other this year. Because the way things are going, it's not going to be like this next year. I think that there'll be, and I hate to say this, I don't want to be a downer 2 days before Christmas, so maybe we should talk about this next week. But I think that the United States is going to be a totally different place. Regardless, they're going to be a totally different place, because if Trump loses or wins, he's going to if he loses, he's going to still, say the vote wasn't legal, it wasn't right, and he's going to cause definitely turmoil in our country. And I think that this is where we're headed, and this is
January 6th, whatever day it was, January 6th. Was it 6th? January?
Yeah, it was the 6th, yeah.
6th. What you saw on January 6th is now just going to compel what you're going to see this time. I think now they know what to do, can't do that, do this, do this, that worked. And they got their plan set up. So if Trump loses, that's what's going to happen. And if he wins, that's it.
It's over. And so we will be telling people to vote. We'll be giving people instructions on how to vote. We can, what to do to register to vote, and hopefully that the United States people, they'll take time away from whatever they're doing and say, oh yeah, this is important, because it does matter People that tell you that politics doesn't matter, they're wrong. Politics matters of everything that they do in their life. Everything that you do has been there because of a law or a rule or a political procedure. And that's why politics is important.
That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So yeah. So you know, it's if Trump besides if he wins the presidency, he's these prosecutions or these federal cases, those all go away. Think about it. That's all go away.
He's gonna pardon himself. It'll
None.
be the first time ever happened in history. He's gonna pardon himself. He's gonna fire everybody. He's already said what he's gonna do. He's gonna fire everybody that works in the federal government. They're gonna hire their people that they're already interviewing for. They're gonna prosecute people basically for going after Trump. They'll prosecute them. It's gonna be a third world country. It'll be like Venezuela is. It's gonna be adversary. People are going to be fighting against each other, and it won't be just happening in courtrooms. This is what happens when democracy fails. And this is what it's happened before, and this is what's happening when democracy fails. We've had how many years of this great experiment that we call democracy, a representative government, and I see it coming to a close. I hope not, but I don't see any other outcome. I really don't. I don't see any other outcome at all.
Smart person probably would say at this point you know what, America, you need to mind your own business and stay your ass at home and fix what's going on with your own house instead of going to all the other countries trying to figure out what's going on over there.
Oh, yes, he knows how to poke, man. You know how to do that. You know how to do that. Yes, we should. The one good thing I can tell you that happened, and some people are they're gonna be very angry with this, is that we as taxpayers will not be giving money to Ukraine or to Israel until the first part of the year. Because those people who the Congress decided that, well, they're going home, they went home, they're gone. And they won't be back until the first part of the year to do their jobs. Yeah, how many of y'all get like months off anyway? So I think that's a good thing. I think we should, America should reevaluate how us taxpayers are spending our money, or allowing our representative government to spend money. Ukraine, look, man, I just heard some stuff about Ukraine, and going back in history, Ukraine does not, there has to be a point where we have to stop supporting everybody else when we don't have everything happening here at home together. Ukraine, if Ukraine loses against Russia, then Putin is going to march into Europe. Then you stop him. That's what you have the UN for. Okay. Then you stop him. And he knows that if the full force of the United Nations come down on him, there's no way that Russia can win. Okay. There's no way. So then you stop him. So quit throwing that out there as a reason to spend money. And of course, the corporations that they're going to say yes, because they make money. They're making money hand over fist right now. And then, as far as Israel is concerned, and I said it before on the show, we give Israel a huge amount of money per year. They're the leader of, we give no one else, no other nation, the much money as we give Israel per year. Okay. Why are we giving them more money? When I said, and I asked them before, why are we giving Israel all this money? What is going on? Well, because, I said, look, Israelis get free healthcare. They get free tuition. They get rental assistance. They get, why are we giving these people money? Well, because their enemies around them, right, want to attack them and they can't defend themselves. And do I agree with that? No. But okay, fine, let's give it to them. When their enemies decide to attack them, we got to give Israel more money. But I thought that's what we were giving them money for in the beginning.
You busted.
What are we doing? Why are we giving them more money? And then we're in here in the United States, there are still people that can't afford healthcare, and they wind up dying or going to the emergency room, and then taxpayers wind up paying for it anyway. That's the reason why most large hospitals are in the red anyway. I mean, What are we doing? There's still children in America that's not eating. There's still children in America that they can't go to a good school, or people that want to go to college can't go to college because they don't have the money to go to college. I mean, hell, I want a PhD. I can't afford a PhD. I can't afford it. It's like, sheesh.
Take care of yourself first before you try to fix others. Take the plank out of your own damn eye before you try to do about the speck in somebody else's damn eye.
Ah! Remove the pole from your eye instead of worried about the speck that's in your brother's eye. Yes. Very good, Yancy. Very good. I mean, look, we can't. I have nothing against helping other nations or helping other people, as long as America is taken care of first. If America's well taken care of first, then hey, okay, yeah, we got some overage, so we should help people. It's just like you're at your house. If everything is paid, all the bills are paid, you got money in the savings account, and then you have an opportunity to help somebody, of course you say, oh yeah, I'll help them, because it's not going to affect your operations.
Right.
But when it affects your operations, you can't be like, no, I can't. I'm sorry. If I give you money, that my kids are not going to eat next week. So I'm sorry. I look, you can come and share some if you want, but that's all I can do for you. America right now, we're giving way too much money to other, and not just to Israel. Afghanistan, we're giving money to. Ukraine, we're giving money to. I forgot. There's a whole list. I think I said it before, of nations that we give money to, and I'm talking millions, multi-millions, and in Israel's case, billions per year.
Anybody gave me nothing.
And that's the thing. And so that's the problem I have with this whole Israeli thing. I mean, and it's not anti-Semitic. Why should we give them money? Why, explain to me why. I want anybody, sports fans, say, hey, I know we were giving them billions of dollars before to protect themselves from their enemies, but since their enemies said that they're going to attack us, the enemies haven't attacked them, only Hamas has, right? Their other enemies really have not. Why are we voting to give them more money? I don't understand that. Isn't that what the original intent was for the money that we gave them? That's just
$8 a year.
Yeah, come on. And then you have things happening here at home that people just we can't afford. We can't afford education for our kids. Yeah, these schools are failing, but we can't afford it. I'm like, come on, man. I hate to hear that we can't afford. Yeah, we can afford it. It's how we choose to spend our money.
Absolutely. 100%. There you
And
go.
and that's taxpayers, people. That's you and I. So when you hear them say, "Oh, the government is spending money," when you hear the government is spending money, think about that's our tax money, right? And I think we went through that before. You get money from your job, you're taxed on it. You go to buy gas to get home, you're taxed on it. You go out to eat, you're taxed on it. You go home, you turn on your TV, you're taxed on the electricity. You're taxed on the gas, you're taxed on the water. I mean, think about this.
You catch on the coffin that your ass sit in when you're done too.
Yes. And those taxes will be paid after you're dead, because they will take it from you, okay, from your dead body or from your family, whatever you have that's there remaining. They will take their taxes.
So you can't win. So go and get in the goddamn game and fight.
There you go. Get in the game, man. We're asking you guys, get in the game. Come on. When we tell you we're giving verifiable factual information, the reason why Yancy and I are doing this is just to give you information, give John Q Public, and let you in on what we keep talking about. Yancy and I talk like this. We talk deeper than this. But get in the game, because whether or not you're in the game or not, I'll put it to you like this: you're in the game. You're just getting the hell beat out of you, and you're not even putting up a defense. Okay, so you're in the game. I mean, there's people tell you, "Oh, I don't pay taxes." You're paying taxes. You may get away with not paying income tax, right? But you're paying taxes. You're paying taxes. You're not, like the big people, the people that are making billions of dollars, they have corporations, and the money that they get, most of them, for what I understand, the money that they get goes into their corporation, doesn't go into them. So I mean, they get write-offs. They get a lot of write-offs, which is where I'm trying to get to. Any of y'all out there know how to do that, please call me. Let me know. Okay. Give me a call.
Brother, no. Give us some info.
Yeah, we give you some open time. If you know how to do that and it's verified, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Man, you know what? There's something that I want to bring up real quickly. Elijah McClain, back when this occurred, and it was about 4 or 5 years ago. I did a special on Elijah McClain. It was a young brother walking home from getting his sister or his sibling some cough medicine or what have you, and he was stopped by the police, and he didn't do it. There's a video of it, and there's a tape of it. He didn't really do anything wrong. He just said, "Hey, I'm headed home." The police officer really got physical with him, was fighting him. The guy he had some type of mental issue, and so they continued fighting him. He was telling him, "Hey, I love you guys. Stop, stop, stop." When the paramedics got there, the police officer said, "He's upset. You should shoot him with ketamine. Okay, give him some ketamine." So without even looking at the kid, the paramedics went over there and popped him with some ketamine, right? And then later on, when he was in the ambulance, they popped him again with ketamine. It relaxes you. It's basically relaxing. The Elijah McClain died as a result of the actions of the paramedics. The paramedics this morning were held accountable and they were found guilty, and they're going to be doing years in prison.
I think one of the
However,
cops that was found guilty also.
yes, that cop that was beating him when he was asking them, please. I remember when it first happened, man. I literally wept listening to this kid, asking him to please stop, and hey, I love you guys. Why are you doing this? I just want to go home. I mean, I couldn't believe that people would be so insensitive and so evil that they would continue to beat this kid. It just didn't make sense.
Again, I've said this, I posted on so many different occasions, and I still don't understand why are Black and brown people so hated? Why? For what fucking reason?
Why? I mean, there's a lot of I don't know, things people say the reason why. I mean, they're saying things that people are saying the reason why that Black people are held, they're hated so much is because the infrastructure of the powers that created all this whole environment with which we live in know that the African people were superior to them. If you look at, and we can get really deep, but if you look at everything that America does or is doing, or say that they are the leader in, was created by a Black person. The beginning of it, heart transplants, plasma, the street light. There's so much. I just bought my grandson a book for Christmas that says "Inventors that look like me." You would be surprised. I was surprised at some of the things that I went, really? But yes, it's I think that maybe the powers that be resent that, and so they started a big campaign against us, which is impossible to really believe that our government or our system is based on that. I mean, but just think, we were not too long ago we were hanging Black people. People were chasing them down, and they're still persecuting them at this point in time. It's just done a little bit better, a little bit more undercover, so whether that makes sense or not, I don't know.
We went down the bunny trail.
We did.
We're gonna reel this wrong back in.
Yeah, please reel me in. I need to be reeled in. Go ahead.
I don't know if you guys know who you're talking to, but my name is Rudy Giuliani. And hey, man, I ain't got it, John. I ain't got it. What do you want?
Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani just filed bankruptcy, basically because he's being sued by these two workers that he totally just told all kind of lies about. He defamed them. Basically, defamation of character is what he did to these two poll workers. Not only that, is people that work on polls now are really always under pressure. They're always afraid now. Yeah, Rudy Giuliani says he cannot afford to pay. He cannot afford to pay all of the people who are suing him. But wait, remind me of something though, Yancey. Isn't he wasn't he the lawyer for a billionaire or something like that?
I think
A,
he was. I
a
think
multi-billionaire? The
uh,
best, it's one of the best, businessmen in the world.
what's that dude's name? Is that orange dude?
Yeah, with the bird nest hair. Donald Trump. There you go. Yeah. He's his friend. This is his friend. This is his lawyer, right? If you got,
Give my man a couple meals, man.
I mean, go ahead and scrape him off some crumbs. Throw the millions out there to him. Here, Rudy, I got you. Right? Yeah, right.
Every time he can get, he needs his money. Trust me, I don't need his money.
Donald needs his money big time because if he gets found guilty of just any one of these crimes that he has committed, and they find him guilty of it, he's done. He is done. I'm waiting for the thing in New York to happen, whether or not he's going to be. When are they going to make the decision? Is it in January or something?
I thought sometime next week.
I hope so, because that's going to let us know whether or not the Trump Corporation is going to be able to do business in the state of New York. Now, remember this, guys. Okay, remember this. He's already been found guilty of fraudulently operating a business in the state of New York. That's not even up for question. He has been fraudulently operating a business in the state of New York, lying on the taxes, doing all kinds. That's all. That's not even up for discussion. That's already been decided. They want to know how much he's going to pay.
Now, Letitia James has said, well, Your Honor, let's start at the 280 million mark. Is it there? That's a different story. He may say, yeah, we'll bring it down to about 240. Either one of those numbers is going to hurt him. Either one of those numbers is going to hurt him.
That's going to hurt him, and the fact that he's not going to be able to do business in the state of New York again. I'm pretty sure he can get around it, but that's going to hurt him also. And it's going to hurt his brand. It's going to totally destroy his brand as being the best business person ever in the face of the earth.
After the whatever the determination is, how much he owes, can he say, "No, I'm appeal. I'm going to the Supreme Court"? Can he appeal that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And okay, let me stop getting excited. Donald Trump going to appeal that? Yeah, Donald Trump going to be dead before all this shit happens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and here's the thing: they know that if they, long as they delay, let's just play the delay game. I'll file an appeal. And we continue this along, going along this road. Like, yes, he said Donald Trump will be dead before they ever found him guilty.
Word to wise. Hey, Pookie, I'm talking to you now, okay? Talking to you. You can't pull this shit. Get your ass. You going to jail. You going to court. You can't pull this shit, this delay shit. I want to go to the Supreme Court. That shit ain't happening.
That ain't happening, Pookie. Okay, so y'all Pookie better be cool, because they'll, like you said, he'll be under the jail right now. They'll be like, yeah, okay, life, goodbye. I mean, just think about the people who have done less than what Donald Trump has done, is already serving time.
Right. Hey, John.
Yo.
Biden is looking at the people with the marijuana thing.
Yes. Thank you. He's actually what is it? There are people pardoning. I'm sorry, excuse me. He's pardoning people who has had non-violent marijuana drug arrests, and some of them are serving time for years, and been serving time for years, and some of them for life, for doing exactly what corporations are doing now, selling marijuana.
Some people in jail for a nickel bag. Don't laugh. You guys remember nickel bags? You remember that? In jail for nickel bags for life right now. And now this new law, or this new thing he's doing, he's getting them people out of there, and he should. And this
He
is the
should.
I'm gonna tell you guys, this is the reason why a lot of black men don't really get next to the Vice President Kamala Harris, because there's some unfinished business in that arena.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes.
Sorry,
Got to remember what she did before she became vice president in the state of California.
sorry, guys.
Um, yeah, you got to recognize that. I mean, and they're gonna say, well, we're just going by what the law is. It was wrong, and we all knew it was wrong. I mean, marijuana has never been the dangerous drug that they told you that it was. If you remember Reefer Madness, when the guy goes crazy and kills his whole family, he's more apt to do that on alcohol than he is on weed. But yes, I'm happy that Biden is looking at that and actually trying to correct some wrongs. Definitely, that's a great one of the good things he's done. And Biden's been doing a lot of good things behind the scenes. That's the whole thing. Behind the scenes, I mean, the different bills that he has passed and got passed, and that are working on. I mean, the infrastructure stuff that that we're working on right now, and which is going to bring a lot of jobs to the United States. We got to look at it. Look, the economy, another week. The economy's doing great. It's doing wonderful. People are having a good time out there. It's just that they're being told that they're not.
Absolutely. If you ask someone, say, how's the economy? The first thing they say, oh, it's gas too much, food's too high. That's the first thing they're gonna say, because that's the narrative that the Republicans are pushing on all the social media platforms.
Yeah, there it is. And you know what? When gas is as low as it's been since I don't know when, I mean, you look at and people's pay has gone up 4%. I mean, you look at the consumer confidence has gone up again. Actually right now we are interest rate wise exactly where the Fed wants us to be. Well, they could a couple percent lower, but they're still saying it's good at a good level. Okay, but the Republicans are pushing, oh, you're paying more for this, you're paying more for eggs, you're paying more for meat, you're paying more. Yes, you are, but that has nothing, but that has to do with is the companies that are selling it, gouging us because they're making profits. And that's basically the bottom line on it. I mean, but look at look at how much you're paying now as opposed to what you were paying last year. I mean,
now, if you try to make a decision on whether who to pick for president based on some fucking eggs, you got a problem, man. You got a problem. Right?
They're gonna have people ask you, are you paying more for groceries? That's because it's Biden's fault. I'm like, okay, look, come on, guys. Come on, guys. It rained yesterday. That's Biden's fault. Like, come on. Like when I remember when they were like, "Go Brandon, go." So I posted the other day, "Go Brandon, go." The Republicans, they were calling him Brandon when prices for gas were so high, and now they were using it derogatorily, saying, "Oh, go Brandon, go." So I'm using it positively. Go Brandon, go. Look at what's happening. They can't use the economy right now. They cannot. Bar something really bad happening, they can't use the economy right now, but they're gonna lie to you and tell you that you don't feel good.
I don't believe the president's office have any control over eggs and butter and cheese and bread and stuff any damn way. Sorry.
No, they don't. They don't. They have none at all. They have none at all. Gas, none.
Yeah. OPEC has control of the damn gas. The president can't do them with no damn gas. Come on, you guys.
But people, and it's really interesting what people believe, and that's why we're here with this show. If you guys have a question, please, won't you just email us or something like that? It's something you want us to talk about. We will actually research it and give you an answer on air, on tape here, because people are so, a lot of times they tell you, I don't like politics, or I'm not, because you don't understand politics, which is, they don't teach us that in school, really. But you don't understand it because, and then since you don't understand it, you don't want to talk about it. Look, just say, hey, I don't understand. There's lots of I don't. That's how I learn. There's no dumb question. The only dumb question is the question that you don't ask.
All right. Also, if you have a question, go ahead and send it in. If your question happens to be get rid of Yancey, I'm gonna give you an answer now. No.
Yo, Made me spit out my coffee, man. Yancey ain't going nowhere. Y'all can say that all you want. He ain't going nowhere. Yancey makes me laugh, man. He's good. He's really good at what he does. I'm telling you. But y'all, we need your support. Let me go back on I'm gonna go home. Listen, guys, we're coming up to the new year, 2024, and there's a lot of challenges this year. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to happen. Yancey and I are going to bring you guys verifiable factual information. We're going to discuss it weekly, week after week after week. In order for us to do that and do a good job at it, we need money. We need help. Okay, now, the only thing that we're saying is we need help, but we're not going to do like some people, like the government tells you, we're going to tax you. We're going to ask you for $2.50, $2.50 a month. That's it. You pay more than that to get your own money from an ATM machine, right? And it took a lot for me to say this. Yancey, honestly, has been telling me this for a long time, that we have to do this, subscriptions. We have to have subscriptions. Come the first part of the year, the website infoblips.com it'll have a space on there where you can sign a subscription, so that way every month, you would go ahead and just kick out $2.50 to us. You won't even notice it, but it will help us. It's going to help us buy new equipment. It's going to help us do research, get researchers, or allow us to do a better job so that we can give you information in a more effective and a what word is that? Technical way. In a technical way.
Absolutely, you guys. So don't just go ahead and help us out. Small subscription every single month, $2.50. That ain't nothing. Come on, stop it. I'm not gonna buy no Stacey Adams with your money. Don't worry about it.
We're not gonna get rich by this by any means, okay? But it will allow us to buy. It takes money. It takes money to put on this, to drop this on the social media. It takes money for cameras. It takes money for computers. It takes money for phones. It takes money to do all this stuff, to do ad campaigns, to look good, to do all type of so that we can look professional and look well. I mean, don't you want that to happen for your brothers? Like, again, I said one time, I said, show me that Pomona love. I can't say that anymore because I didn't get any Pomona love. And I'm not trying to talk about y'all. Maybe y'all weren't paying attention. But if you grew up like me and Yancey grew up, if you attended Ganesha High School, and I graduated in 75. What year did you graduate, man?
2001.
Yeah. Sure you did. 2001. Listen, you guys know that it's difficult for us to do what we do out here. And I'm going to tell you, on the serious side, it can also be adversarial. It could be dangerous, to be honest with you. It could be, because we say things that other people don't say. We come out with it and we bring it. And so like somebody said, Carlton said, y'all bring it every week. You brothers bring it. Like, yeah, we do. We tell you exactly how it is. I research stuff. Verifiable factual information is big with me. Yancey will tell you that not with him, but believe me, it's with him too.
Don't believe me.
That's why I'm here. So listen, you guys. Seriously, what else is
your show? Isn't it? Do we have another show?
We have one more show, right? This is 3 days before Christmas, and we have a show next Friday or Saturday. Ooh.
See, this is the reason why we need the money, you guys. John could just ask the producer, hey, do we? And she said, boom, yeah. No, send your damn money and give us the damn $2.50.
Thank you. So we can get a producer and say, do we have a show next week? So we can concentrate on doing what we're doing and not concentrate on all this other stuff. That's why there are systems. People have teams. So we ain't got to worry about this. But yeah, we have one more show. And I think we'll get together. I want to talk to Yancey about that. Maybe we can make it pretty special next week, and it'll be the day before New Year's Eve, I believe. It'll be out the day before New Year's Eve. And so, I don't know, hopefully we do something special for you guys that will be sentimental.
Yeah, make you feel
for all acquaintance be forgot.
make you feel
I will Yeah, and I will definitely be partaking. Hey, let's make that one of our drinking. We never did that cigar. We can't do the cigar because I can't do that in the house. But we could do a little toast. We could do some drinking.
Yeah,
I
we can
mean,
do. Yeah, I'm not allowed to
yeah.
smoke cigars in my house either, so don't worry about it.
No, bro, believe me, I fire up a cigar down here. It's gonna be, you will see war on. You know, my daughter will be down here with the fire extinguisher hitting me with everything. Okay, guys, listen. Do you have anything? Is there anything else that happened in the world today besides we were talking about Donald Trump and the Supreme Court and what else? We go a lot of places, guys. Is there anything else that we want to talk about, man?
I think we hit it all. I mean, we did a lot of rabbit hole today, so we was all over the place today. So let's
Yeah,
go.
we did. Yes, we did. We try to keep it on the track. I believe me, I'm like a cat. Really, seriously. Shiny things, shiny things. You throw something in my, you throw something in my way, and I'll go like, oh yeah. And I start talking about something totally different. That's why Yancey did a reel me in. Like, okay, John, calm. Somebody, you know what someone told me that before we leave, they told me, they said, man, you know what? You're like a live wire. You know how if you cut the electricity cord on a big voltage wire, it just jumps around like this. That's basically what you do. I said, yeah, I do that. And so, but I need someone to reel me in and keep me on track. And yes, he
Again,
does that.
that's what
Again,
the producer would do. That's what the producer would do. 250, please.
thank you. That's what a producer would do. They would be like in my ear going, okay, let's get back let's get back on track, John. But please, guys, we want to make this the best network you ever listen to, and you will have participation in it. We have a lot of plans. You will have participation, and you can write in. Where else can you write in ABC and say, hey, I want this question answered? They're gonna look at you and go like, yeah, okay, goodbye. Can you go MSNBC right? You won't even, it won't even get to them. Matter of fact, they won't even get to them. It'd be like, okay, trash can, trash can, trash can. But we will read them, and there are people who converse with us on Facebook and on other mediums all the time. And so we could bring some of that to air too. $2.50 a month, guys. Starting January 1st, $2.50 a month.
$2.50.
$2.50. Come on, man. What can you buy with $2.50 nowadays? You can't buy anything with it. A candy bar costs, I don't know, what is it, $2 or something like that for a candy bar? I was like, whoa.